I took my face from this to looking like this on that 24 hours. I want to share with you guys how I went for a lip blush appointment and my face moved from this to something completely different. It was the biggest shock of my entire life seeing that my face could expand, because I feel like I have like one of the tiniest lips in my life, and it's just weird seeing how big my lips could get. So this was when I entered the girls' studio and I was just getting ready for the lip blush appointment, yada yada. So my friend recommended me to this lip blush, yada yada, and she was like, oh, there's someone who does lip blush, check page, this, that. She has never done it before, mind you. And I have really dark lips, so I wanted to do it. And this was her just numbing it and trying to line my lips. At this point, I was so scared. Like, I was scared, but I'm here already, I've paid the money already, so why not just sit through the appointment? And I sat through the appointment, and this was how my lips came out, and I could see that it was already swelling. I was scared, like, what is going on? I called my friend and I'm like, that lip appointment, I feel like my lips are getting big, and she was like, no, it gets big. And I'm like, you know what, I would just contact the girl and tell her that this thing is happening to my lips. At this point, I was still waiting to see if it's going to go down, but it wasn't. In the middle of the night, I woke up and my lips were so fucking big. I started crying. I ran to the girl shop. At this point, I completely lost my face card. You know when they say face card was gone? This was the point that I just knew that, no, this is not normal.
All right, guys, let's talk about tattoos and your skin. Welcome to Skin Education with Samuel. Guys, one of the very characteristics of being a bad child is having tattoos. I mean, if you grow up in the African home, you would know that tattoos are like an abomination. There are people that their parents have tattoos also. Maybe those people didn't grow up believing tattoos to be an abomination. But for some of us, tattoo is like having tattoo on your body was the beginning of being a bad child. But this conversation is not about whether you're a good child or a bad child. That's between you and your parents. But let's talk about the medical and the health implications of getting tattoos or any form of semi-permanent makeup. Now, first and foremost, understand that whenever there is trauma to the skin, any form of trauma, guys, I've said this like 1 million times, any form of trauma, be it friction, be it chemical trauma, be it extreme temperature, your body would respond by inflammation. So the swelling you're seeing is basically an inflammatory response that your body gives to the trauma that has been impacted onto your skin or mucous membrane. In this situation, this young lady had semi-permanent makeup. Guys, semi-permanent makeup are procedures where ink is used to sort of like camouflage or accentuate or disguise or enhance certain parts of the face or body. Okay, now this procedure is not bad, guys. I need you guys to understand that no procedure is exactly 100% bad or 100% good. However, every procedure comes with its own risk factors. Now, generally, we don't advise people to get tattoos or any form of semi-permanent makeup. Generally, if you can do without them, it is preferred if you can do without them. I have tattoos, Sha, so I'm not... I'm part of those that still fell into the trap of getting a tattoo. But the thing about this is, first and foremost, there are certain people that are at a higher risk of developing problems when they do a tattoo. So number one, if you are atopic, so let's say you have any form of autoimmune diseases or any form of respiratory tract diseases, you may be atopic. You may be on a spectrum of people who are genetically predisposed to react more or to develop allergies to common substances that are usually not troublesome. In the case of this lady, this is a clear-cut case of allergy. First and foremost, after a tattoo, it's normal for the area to be swollen, whether it is semi-permanent makeup or microblading or whatever. an injury has occurred to the skin and inflammation is meant to happen. This inflammation is meant to last for a short period of time, after which it resolves. However, during the process, a foreign object has been introduced into the body. This is another problem. Guys, the ink being used for your tattoos are foreign objects, and your body identifies it as a foreign object. To you, it is a beautiful work of art, but your body identifies it as a foreign object that it has to eliminate. Pay attention, guys. Your body is in a constant battle to eliminate this ink, and depending on the type of ink that was used for your permanent or semi-permanent makeup or tattoo, your body may have a good chance removing it or a bad chance removing it. Now, there are two types of ink used for tattoos and semi-permanent makeup. The first one are inorganic materials, and the second one are organic materials. So the first one is inorganic ink and the second one is organic ink. Guys, I know we've been wired to believe that organic is better than inorganic, but no, that's actually false. In this situation, you want to use inorganic ink. Guys, if you're getting a tattoo or you're getting a semi-permanent makeup, make sure your technician knows the difference between organic and inorganic ink. The inorganic ink have less chances of participating in a chemical reaction and giving you an allergy like what this lady in this video had. However, the problem with your inorganic ink is I think they are more expensive. So you find that people who would use inorganic ink would typically be more expensive. Your organic ink are those old school ink that were used in the time of our aunties, and our big, uncles that had tattoos. Those tattoos that look black at first, and after a while they've turned green. Those ones are most likely inorganic because the ink material will actually interact or participate in a chemical reaction in your skin, and that chemical reaction over a period of time changes the color of this ink. So when you find that your ink is changing, or the color of your tattoo or color of your pigment is changing, chances is that they've used an organic ink for you. It's also important to understand this, guys. The ink used for tattoo is a foreign body. What is the problem with foreign bodies coming into our skin? The first thing is that your immune system automatically tries to eliminate this foreign body. There are cells we call macrophages. Macrophages actually go and leach on top of this ink, the ink particles in your tattoo, and what they try to do is to break it down or to eat it up. This is why when you come to an expert like myself to remove your tattoo or remove your microblading or your whatever pigment you've put on your body, we would usually want to ask you questions like, how long have you had it for? Do you have any irritations or sensitivity to it? Because, guys, you may not develop an allergy to your tattoo ink immediately like this girl did, but you can have what we call a delayed response, which is like 5 or 10 years or 15 or even 20 years after your tattoo. You start noticing that the area where you have the tattoo is itching you. That itching is an immunological response. Your body is constantly, forever and ever, your body is constantly at war with that ink. Is it really worth it? In some people, this delayed response can really be severe. In some people, it's usually mild, but I need you to know this: any foreign object can cause an allergy. Any foreign object coming in contact with your skin, and what determines whether you have an allergic response or not are your genetic makeup, your body. Okay, your body determines if you would actually react negatively or positively to the tattoo. Haven't you seen people react to henna ink? Even though it's natural, it's organic, but people still react badly, in some situation, depending on the components of the ink and the individual in question. So before you get a tattoo or before you get any form of semi-permanent makeup, number one, make sure you do not have pre-existing allergies. If you are already on the spectrum or you develop allergies frequently, you'll have hay fever, sinusitis, asthma, bronchitis, and stuff like that, your chances of developing an allergy after a tattoo or microblading or microshading or lip blush is very high. So I would advise that you don't do it. That's number one. Number two, if you're keloidal or somebody in your family is keloidal, the problem with keloids is this: we don't know when it will happen or not, because basically it's just a response that your body has to the trauma given to that area of your skin. So you find that people who are keloidal can literally develop keloid off of anything. Something as little as a mosquito bite can result into a gigantic keloidal scar. So if you're keloidal, or you know somebody who is keloidal in your family that is directly related to you, maybe your brother, your sister, your mom, your father, do not get a tattoo, do not get a piercing, do not get anything traumatic self. Talk more of even doing lip blush. Don't go near lip blush. Okay, so there you have it. That's really the basics you should know about tattoo and your skin. Tattoos can be removed or improved, but it's a very difficult process, guys. It's also very expensive. So be very careful before getting tattoos or microblading or lip blush. I'm going to attach a picture, a before and after, of a microblading I had to remove. It was pretty stressful removing this, but I mean, we're able to do it. Thank you for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one. If you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to share this with your friends and like and comment. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.